I'm Beth Peterson from Vaddio Marketing, and this is Steph Johnson from our Applications Engineering team and our training guru master.
Sure. Yes.
So today we are going to talk about the brand new HuddleSHOT all-in-one video conferencing system. So let's get started.
Yeah. So HuddleSHOT is kind of an all-in-one conferencing system. And previous to the HuddleSHOT, let's pretend the HuddleSHOT doesn't exist until a couple seconds later.
All right.
All right. So no HuddleSHOT. Hey, Beth and me, how do we get a wide-angle USB camera image and echo-canceled conferencing audio?
I think, well, you have to get multiple things. Yeah.
Right, so for Vaddio we have two different camera options. There's our ConferenceShot FX USB point of view camera, or there's our WideShot SE QUSB system for extending the camera. And then for audio you would pick an easy USB mixer amp system.
Yes.
Right, so it would look like this. You'd have your audio solution up on top running a USB connection to the camera, either the one on the left or the right. And then you'd have, for your USB echo canceled audio, you'd have a separate USB connection running to the same computer.
That's a lot of gear.
It's two connections. It's definitely not one.
Okay.
So, the question becomes like, how can I squish that into a single system or solution?
Because you can get a ConferenceShot AV.
You can, yes. A ConferenceShot AV bundle would be great. It doesn't have the super wide field of view that the other two cameras did, but it is an all-in-one solution, and it's fantastic if you're trying to get control from an application, like, control of the camera, PTZ control through Zoom. You want to really get in on somebody's face. You want to look around the room. Fantastic for that. Yeah. Integrated audio, perfect solution for that.
Zooming in on a whiteboard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So now it's now. And the HuddleSHOT exists. So how do we solve, hey, I wanted not a PTZ solution, but a fixed wide-angle camera that just gets the whole room and echo-canceled audio? It's a HuddleSHOT. Ta-da! Yes, one of these systems that we've got in front of here. Obviously, they come in two wonderful color selections.
Right, so the HuddleSHOT is an all-in-one solution, as we've been mentioning. So it's perfect for the huddle rooms or small conference rooms. So we have kind of a picture up here of its main place of action.
It's probably why huddle rooms are it's where it lives, and that's why we called it a HuddleSHOT.
Yes. I think we're creative with our naming.
Yes.
Others would say we're not. Okay, so huddle spaces and small conference rooms. So that's where this product should live.
Perfect. And then, so it has microphones on it. It's already a completely integrated system just in the bar up there. But if you would like to, we do have some flexible options for adding in our lovely new table microphone.
Yes, and coordinating colors.
To expand audio if you have, say, a super long table, but you still have people like seated up front that you need to grab in the image.
Now, the great thing about the HuddleSHOT is that it's compatible with lots of things. So just like all Vaddio USB cameras, it works with all major UCC soft clients. So your popular ones like Zoom, Skype for Business, Microsoft Teams, BlueJeans, all WebEx, anything you can name of. There's like 250 of them.
It's for conferencing, so it works with conferencing applications.
Yes, but then it also offers both RTSP and RTMP streaming. So we've been talking a lot about RTMP streaming with the previous products that have come out this year. And so what does RTMP streaming mean? It means that you can use YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Ustream, Livestream. You can just connect this camera directly to the network, and then you go in the remote management interface and you can turn on the stream to both YouTube and Facebook. So easy streaming options.
Yes.
And then I like to say the coolest thing about the HuddleSHOT is that we have brought the support and remote management capabilities up to 11, as Rob would say.
Yes.
It's been brought up to 11 with our new Vaddio deployment tool, which is included. It's included whenever you buy a HuddleSHOT. And so that software, it's an application or it's a web-based application. And what it'll do is it'll pull up all of the Vaddio devices on your network, and then you can remote manage them, say, from anywhere on the network. So you can toggle them on, off, you can check the status, you can do firmware updates. It's a really cool tool, and that's available right now.
Right, so if you have like a wide deployment of these units, if you just want to manage them, you can select all of them and, do a thing at once.
It's a mass firmware update.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very easy.
And if someone, half a campus away is having an issue with their HuddleSHOT, you can easily just go in and reset it, restart it. Not that they'd have a problem with it.
Right.
Okay. All right.
So we're going to go over some specs right now. Talking about the front, we've got, for the optics, we have an ultra-wide 125-degree horizontal field of view camera, 1080p 60 resolution.
Yes.
The camera has wonderful Vaddio camera features that you're used to. You know, you can adjust the white balance for the room. So say if you have a bunch of these and one of your rooms looks a little bit strange because of the light coming in or the paint color on the wall or something.
Maybe you're in a really cool location that has walls of windows.
Yes. Yeah. So you can adjust that white balance so that it matches all of the camera images in the rest of your rooms. Color compensation. You can turn dewarp on and off. There's 3 digital zoom positions. So lots of image adjustments available easily from the web interface.
Yes, that you can do as you're setting it up, or if you want to, as it's already in place.
Yes, adjust to taste. And then for audio, we have 2 10-watt speakers on either side of the camera there, with EQ optimized for like stereo audio. We have like a voice mode and a music mode, depending on how you want to run this system. The microphones are built right in. They're hidden. They're kind of next to that camera bezel there. Omnidirectional microphones. They pick up to 12 feet away. And then again, we have the option of expanding out to either our table mic, or if you're feeling fancy, a ceiling mic, for additional audio, either audio pickup, or with the table mic you can have that touch audio interface so that you don't need to have like a third-party control system or the web page open. If you want to do a quick mute, it's just there on the table.
Yeah, our new table mics have this gorgeous capacitive touch.
Yes.
Light up nice.
And then on the back, we've got 3 really simple connections. So there's the USB 3. It's a Type-C connection. Like all of our other USB stuff, it's driverless, just like Beth mentioned. Plug it in. It's just recognized as a camera and audio system and just works. Network and PoE+. So it's PoE+ to the back of the unit to power camera and speakers. And then there's the Easy Mic port, which you can use to expand out to the additional microphone if you'd prefer.
And I'll point out that our sister brand, Cables to Go, has a lot of USB 3 Type-C cables in varying lengths, so you don't have to worry about just the size that comes in the box. We have tons of lengths available.
Right, and of course we put one in the box.
Right, yeah.
And then there is a Bluetooth remote for control of the system, the web UI to control the system, Telnet, and then obviously there's audio controls if you have a table mic attached to it. And then there's, for mounting it, we've got the L bracket that ships with the unit. Otherwise, we have an optional tiltable mount that is available. There's some things you might want to consider when you're mounting this system. So, the decision of whether we're putting the HuddleSHOT above or below the screen, that really depends on how high you mount the screen in the room.
Yeah.
So the ideal is that the HuddleSHOT should be mounted in the most comfortable eye line of the participants. You don't want to catch the underneath of somebody's chin or just the top of somebody's head.
Right.
So if you can, the most comfortable eye line for the folks that are sitting in the room. And then another thing to keep in mind is that a super wide angle also means a super tall angle. So I've got some diagrams here to demonstrate that. So here's one where the TV is mounted a little bit higher. The HuddleSHOT's in a beautiful eye line. This is a really lovely kind of ideal solution.
It's like you want to be having a conversation with the HuddleSHOT. Yeah.
If you, for example, if the TV's mounted so low and there's no space to put the HuddleSHOT, the thing to consider in this kind of an installation is that viewing angle is going to catch more of the ceiling than it is of the floor here. So for a situation like this, you might want to go with the optional tiltable mount, and then you can see that you capture more of the ideal shot of the room.
Yeah.
So not only can you connect the table mic with that Easy Mic port, but we do also have an additional audio accessory, which is the Easy Mic adapter.
Yes.
So this lets you run the HuddleSHOT as like a sound bar or run its outputs to something else.
Okay.
So if you have some other audio configuration that you would like to, we do have an adapter, and we obviously have all of our salespeople that can help you, figure out whether you need it and design it into your system.
So you use the adapter when you want to use the HuddleSHOT as speakers for your display in the room, right?
Yeah.
If you wanted to use the display not in a video conference setting, if you just wanted to use it to watch, cat videos on YouTube.
Yes, that is.
Do that.
So with that in mind, let's go get in a room that is meant for huddling.
Okay.
Huddle around a HuddleSHOT.
Sounds good.
Sounds great.
And here we are in a huddle space. On a Middle Atlantic table? Yes, a Middle Atlantic hub table. And why don't we do a quick shot so that everybody can see the table and the room? All right, and now let's add some folks into our huddle space. Hi.
Okay, design and application.
Yep.
This is one of my favorite parts because you have such nice little designs.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got it here, HuddleSHOT, kind of like the room we just came from. Imagine the table here in this installation, but I mean, it's pretty simple. It's USB to whatever computer you bring in, whether that's a dedicated computer or a laptop, like in this diagram here.
Yep.
You know, the HDMI from the computer to your monitor so you can see your conference. And then really the other connection to the HuddleSHOT is the Cat5 for the network connection and PoE+.
Yes. If you have multiple huddle spaces lined up, which I've seen a lot more, or you have, you know, kind of an area of the office space that is dedicated to huddle spaces, just put in one Lexel switch and it'll power them all.
Power multiple units. So that's another option if you would like to, you know, simplify your install with a powered switch.
Okay.
Again, if you'd like to adapt that out, if say you have a longer table than the hub table that we have, you know, table mic, optional. And then to show the integration we were talking about the HuddleSHOT being used as a speaker bar, we've got, for example, you're playing a video. I chose Herbie the Love Bug because
it's kind of better than cat videos.
It is a little bit, and I had a little spot of nostalgia. I loved that show as a kid. And you know, it's just as simple as taking the line out from that TV into the Easy Mic adapter.
Okay.
Which is obviously not to scale because I wanted to show you it's a small little 6-inch adapter. So what comes in the box? Your HuddleSHOT of the color choice that you prefer, a matching wall mount L bracket, a PoE Plus injector, a Bluetooth remote.
Yes, this is the first time we'll be using our new Vaddio Bluetooth remote. It is not IR, it is a nice, sleek remote.
A 10-foot category cable, 6-foot USB cable, and then there are also 2 little feet if you would like to set it on a table rather than mount it on the L bracket.
Perfect. So why Vaddio? I like to end every session with why would you choose Vaddio?
I feel like we're interrogating you with this slide, Beth. Why Vaddio?
Why? Because we have roots in Pro AV. We know our customers. We design, develop, manufacture products that are for the Pro AV channel. So we're constantly asking customers, what do you like? What are you looking for in an all-in-one video conferencing system? So this has been a long time in the making. And so we've gone through a lot of feedback cycles, and this is, you know, for you guys in Pro AV. We're made locally, so, you know, Rob would say that it has that made in Minnesota smell. The HuddleSHOT, it has not disappeared. So it's designed, developed, and manufactured, assembled right here in Minnesota. Minnetonka, Minnesota.
Yeah, we have a lot of things here that start with that. We have Minnehaha.
Minnewaska.
Yep.
In Minnetonka, Minnesota. And then, you know, just that we have the amazing warranty. So we have a 2-year limited warranty and then 1-year advanced replacement warranty. Also, do like to mention that we do have optional extended warranties. If that is what your customer is looking for, they need a 5-year warranty, just ask. We can always offer those. So thanks for watching.
Yes.
So excited to bring the HuddleSHOT to market and
try one out.
Yeah, give us a call. Thanks.
Thank you.